Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Brady now to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Bucs at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But
he's got a man complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point put through by Succa, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They go play fake. Mahomes. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And this one too low.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Now Mahomes. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. They'll try with McKinnon, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. White going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And Brady will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title, when his guys really outmanned the Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady just tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's kind of one of those we saw developing and had interception written on it from the second that ball left his hand.
And if you're going to throw a floater like that, it really only works if you're leading a tight end on a flag route or something to the corner of the end zone. If you're going to throw a ball like that to the sideline, you're just giving the defender way too much time to make a read on it, step in, and make the play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Brady. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Again, it's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Tony. He's got room past the 30. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea, his second sack of the night. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, ball 66. Hey.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Working with his 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now a play fake. Brady. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Alabama. Let's go up. No, 66.
Brady to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, McKinnon. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Mahomes now on the sneak. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap, just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here again is McKinnon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Cameron Brate, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Fournette. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. The left side completion to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now Brady. He's got Otten. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Evans comes in motion right. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brady to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. That second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?